Hello, buddy. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Black Ops 6 news we've received so far, as well as go over some of my thoughts concerning it. If you're interested in this type of content, please let me know in the comment section below. I do read each and every single comment. Also, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. With that said, let's get right into it. This is the first round-based game since Cold War. I believe Vanguard eventually added round-based, but honestly I never played it. I hope they make some changes from Cold War, as again I think it's the best game to draw comparisons to or from. Some of the best changes would be things like less UI on the screen, make it feel less like multiplayer and more like zombies. I don't want a mini-map or a compass, I want round number, ammo count, and perks. Another thing is we obviously want more than 4 maps throughout the lifespan of the game, and no, I'm not counting Outbreak. I think Cold War was pretty disappointing when it came, when compared rather, to both Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, which had a ton of maps and variety. One thing I absolutely loved and adored from Cold War though was the permanent gun and perk upgrade system. That was amazing, and the time you've put into the game felt genuinely rewarding, kind of like a roguelike where you have these permanent advances, or advancements, right? I know a lot of the community is thinking this is going to be the return of Black Ops 1, 2, 3, or 4 style of zombies, and trust me, I want it to be. But don't get your hopes up just yet, not until we at least see some gameplay. Also, this game is reportedly 4 years in the making, the most for any Call of Duty game ever. I'm honestly worried that because of this, they'll be reluctant to make any big changes that might need to be made. You gotta listen to the community, and I'm scared they'll just say, well, you get used to it, we've been playtesting for 2 years and love it now. Almost nothing is more important than the first few weeks of a game's launch, unless you have a damn good marketing campaign. With that said, just because they're saying it's the return of round-based zombies, does not mean it will be exclusively round-based. I'm worried, not convinced, but worried, that round-based might get thrown to the side for another open-world game mode, and man, do I hope that's not the case. With all that said, I'm hopeful and nervous. They're putting zombies at the forefront of their marketing this year, a tactic in my opinion not used since Black Ops 3. We had the Juggernog mini fridge, and that game's basically regarded as the gold standard for zombies nowadays. I don't think anyone would complain if we basically got just rehashed Black Ops 3. Right? I know some people are obviously going to be more nostalgic with 1 and 2, but Black Ops 3 is kind of peak. Now, of course, part of the promotion for Black Ops 6 so far is we've seen Gobblegums being teased and Brutus and Klaus, and I want to focus on Gobblegums right quick and what we could possibly see. Number 1, will they be OP or not? While the form of Gobblegums most of us are familiar with are some of the overpowered ones from Black Ops 3, that's not to say it's the only form. Black Ops 4 elixirs were relatively balanced, and to be honest, the game is always what you make of it. I don't see any issues with having strong and overpowered Gobblegums because, for one, public lobbies are always going to be chaotic messes. Number 2, it's not like Perkaholic ruined anything in Black Ops 3, aside from, like quitting the game to save your Gobblegums. The only arguments I really think you can make are Easter egg hunts, speedruns, and high rounds, which, in a way, sounds like it encapsulates all of COD Zombies, right? But not really. If we say high rounds and speedruns are important because of leaderboard ranking, then having a separate Gobblegum free leaderboard resolves that entirely. Think of it as a glitch or glitchless leaderboard for a game, and I'm not talking about in-game leaderboards because I'm pretty sure those would be filled with glitchers and cheaters and hackers, so we're talking about more like different website versions, right, if that makes any sense. As for the Easter egg hunts, yeah, I won't lie. I don't love to see infinite points and perks on round 1, but also Easter egg hunts are awesome because you get to see your favorite content creators use their brain and solve puzzles, or display their superb reading skills by using chat instead. Regardless, no amount of perkaholics can make up for a brain, and let's be honest, most maps you can have all doors and perks by round 10 anyways. Number 2, the money. Yeah, it's gonna be a cash grab. I think this is more of an Activision thing, not a Treyarch thing. Publisher versus developer, right? It sucks, but we live with it. If content creators paying thousands of dollars for Gobblegums keeps in-game microtransactions like, spend 200 COD points for another chance when I go down out of the game, I'll take it. And for Brutus, man, I do not know where we are going with this one. Obviously, it seems that both Brutus and Klaus are operator skins for the Vault Edition, but let's imagine they actually have some relevance to the game itself beyond a skin. I haven't watched any other content creators' videos on this, admittedly, but I imagine a few might be saying something like Mob of the Dead Remastered, or a few saying something about Blood of the Dead. I just have a hard time seeing that be the case. Mob of the Dead Remastered is significantly more likely than Blood of the Dead, being that, honestly, I don't think anyone just wants a Blood of the Dead remaster. It would just feel odd. However, a Mob of the Dead remake puts the total versions of Mob of the Dead at 3, a feature only shared with World at War maps. I cannot think of a Black Ops 1 map onward, putting aside mobile games and Revelations, that has 3 versions. Kino is only in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3, 5 is only in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 4, Origins is in 2 and 3, so on and so forth. I really didn't think it would be Mob that would be the first non-World at War map to break that barrier, especially considering it doesn't particularly appeal to casuals. Like, it's a hard map, it's a damn good one, but it's difficult. I expected either Kino or Origins to be the first. Kino because it's probably the most nostalgic map for a lot of people and very casual friendly, and Origins because frankly myself and many others think it's the best COD Zombies map ever created, and even though it's difficult, casuals like it a lot more than Mob. The only thing I'm hoping they don't do is some stupid Outbreak crap where Brutus shows up as a random boss enemy. As for Klaus, maybe I'm not in tune enough with Cold War, but was Klaus really that big of a deal in Mauer to be worth putting in the very front with Brutus? I refuse to believe they're putting some Mauer remastered version in the game, so what could it have to do with? Assuming we're going forward with a Requiem Golden Wind Richtofen, I don't know, it feels so out of place, which kind of brings me back to my fear of Outbreak / Modern Warfare Zombies. Don't let Klaus just be some random ally in some big stupid overworld map. I only want to see round-based maps. I repeat, no Outbreak, no Modern Warfare Zombies, none of it. If they actually stick to that, then I truly don't know what Klaus is being teased for, unless, again, it's just a random operator skin with no in-game relevance, and I entirely believe that could be the case. I don't like operators, but it seems we're stuck with them for now, and for the foreseeable future. Remember, it's about the money. I'd love to see that change, but why would it? That was all scripted. I'm going to do a little bit of freestyling now. Scripted as in I wrote the script. I think that Black Ops 6 will be a game where the developers very much want to have put out a good game, and I think that the publishers very much want to make money. Especially with knowing that they could potentially be losing a lot of upfront revenue with it being on Game Pass day one. I could definitely see this game being very, very heavily monetized. Obviously, we will have operators, it seems, because both Brutus and Klaus are, to be entirely honest, probably just operators and have no in-game relevance. I've seen a few things, I've not watched any of the videos, but I think Mr. Raffle Waffle is an amazing creator, I absolutely love that guy, has been trying to make some links to transit and everything. And man, is he cooking from what I've heard. I'm excited. I think transit would be amazing. The community has been wanting it forever. I personally hate transit with a passion, but I would love to be put in my place and have every single commenter tell me I was wrong about that map and saying that even if we brought it forward, no one would like it. Now, of course, if they bring it forward, new gen graphics and everything, then some people are going to be like, "Whoa, the PS going to be on PS4, bro." Half of Sony's audience is still on the PS4. It's kind of what it's got to be at this rate. But it could be, I don't feel like Black Ops 3 was held back by the PS4 or by the PS3. I feel like they still, you know what I mean. But anyways, I don't think it's going to translate very well. I think that they'd have to, for one, have like, I'm not going to go into what could make translate a good map. We'll see if it's good or not, whether the community likes it, because I do fully believe they could be doing something like that. But I don't know, it's too early for Cold War map remakes. I don't think they're going to be doing anything from Vanguard or Modern Warfare Zombies, except unless they do an open world game mode, which I'm very worried about. I know some people really like that, but it felt like it absorbed most of the Cold War like map time. Again, it is absurd we only got 4 maps in Cold War. Like Black Ops 4, we had like 8, I want to say 8 or 9. Black Ops 3, we had the Shadows and the Giant at launch, as well as 4 DLCs. So that's 6 maps plus Zombie Chronicles, which was all the World at War maps. Then we had all the World at War and Black Ops 1 maps and Origins, right? So we had a ton of maps in Black Ops 3, but then, man, Cold War just felt like such a disappointment. The gameplay was fun, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the gameplay. I wish there was a little bit less UI, but eventually I got used to it. I love, going for the camos, I love the permanent achievements, and I'm hoping Black Ops 6 really rewards players for all of that stuff. But Oh man, the microtransactions are going to be insane, I think, to be completely honest. But you know what? We will see. I hate for it to sound like doom posting, but I want to be, a bit more real with our expectations here. And I think a lot of people try to do that nowadays, which is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. But guys, if you enjoyed this style of video, a more scripted video with gameplay behind it, I am more than happy to do this. Writing scripts, writing in general is actually one of my big passions, and I plan to be doing more of this style of content in general in the future. I did say that Moon would be coming out today in the community post, but I wanted to flesh this out. This was only going to be a 2 or 3 minute video, but I actually fleshed out the script a little bit more, and there were a few more things I want to talk about at the end where I can kind of freeball it and just throw some Origins gameplay. Everyone likes Origins. We talked about Origins a bit in this video. Maybe some Cold War gameplay actually to kind of show. Maybe I'll swap halfway because I kind of want to let you guys see, if you don't know what that UI and everything in Cold War was like. I don't have Cold War downloaded actually, so maybe you'll just have to look up a picture. We'll figure it out. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, have a good night, everybody, and take it easy.